Hello everyone, Mr. Storkin here. Welcome back to Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. As today we're taking a look at Seteth, the stickler for the rules, and it's actually an interesting story within Fire Emblem. So we're going to talk about that today with Seteth, and because he does not have support available, unfortunately, we are going to do a bit of a longer gameplay because of that. It's going to be a bit longer, so yeah. That's me being weird, because there's even Seteth right there. Interesting. But no, we're going to set Flame there, which is right there. And we're going to fight.
Let them fight.
No, it's let them fight. So, Flame. Let's talk about that interesting relationship, because that did nothing, so I'm glad we invested in that. So this is Seteth. Seteth is a member of the Church of Saros. He's actually one of the teachers and closest headmasters. Rhea's actually like second hand in all of this. So yeah, that did nothing until it did something. Okay, and he is basically a stickler for the rules. He's overprotective of his what we believe to be his sister, and is in actuality his daughter, Flame. Which causes a lot of his problems. Flame eventually, I'll talk about more of Flame in the moment. But their parlug is about visiting the Flame's, his wife's grave actually, and then it's attacked, and that's how you unlock them in the base game. See, I remember stuff. I remember a lot of things actually. So yeah, he is a stickler for a while, and it's kind of annoying. He's like, you must follow the rules. You must choose a house. Like, he's Exposition King. He tells you have to run things, and when you have to choose a house, and it's just like, cool. Again, he is Ray's second in command, and you'll mainly see him a lot with Ray. He actually initiates the games, to my knowledge. There's a war game early on where you're taught, put to the test of what you've been doing with your houses, and he initiates it, so yeah, he does have significance. You're his daughter. What do you expect? The truth does come out eventually, but it's kind of an obvious thing because it just explains why he's overprotective, and there's no real reason to really have it pretend to be his sister. It just feels odd to me, at least. There's no real narrative conflict of it, or maybe it's not addressed well in the narrative. Maybe there is. Again, that's just like it's not addressed well. So yeah. He's a church follower. So yeah. Which is fine. His voice actor is a bit more fun than the character himself. Because I've seen him in a couple of videos. He did a collaboration with the guy who voices Claude, Joe Zega. Where they did they actually did it with a bunch of other Fire Emblem voice actors, which I thought was cool. Jose is just a really fun and crazy person. I personally like him because of it. You never know what's going to come from Josega. But because of that, I really do think he's a great person. I just don't like the character Seteth. I think he's very bland. Because it just never really works for me. I don't know. I feel like there could have been more that need to be done with him as a character. So it just feels a tad weak, you know? I was going to say, did that do anything? It did. I'm impressed. It actually did something. So, yeah. Lily's Poise. Okay, guess you know that's a move. We gotta fight these monks because these monks are gonna be problems down the line. I'm gonna slish you. Slish is a weird thing to say. I'm gonna slish you up. That does not sound odd at all. I'm gonna mess you up. That sounds better. I'm gonna F you up. That sounds unbelievably better. That's something I don't think Seth would even say that, because Seth is what I imagine like a strict Christian father would be. That's not trying to be, he's not like Ned Flanders. Like, in all honesty, Ned Flanders is not like the overzealous Christian parent, but Seth comes across as the one that's like, yep, eat your vegetables because God told you to. We do everything for the creator, and he's very religious. And I don't hold that against his character. It's just like, even though it sounded like I just did, but it's just like he's more of a Ned Flanders than what people think Ned Flanders is. It's odd because I totally see this guy like being hyper religious, like beating people up because of it. So yeah, he's who I associate as hyper. He's who I associate as one of my boss's old bosses. My boss, basically, so my current boss had this old boss that worked at Blockbuster Memories, and they were against, he was very PC, and not PC, but very family friendly, and they said they could play PG movies, and because, good old Raiders is PG, he played Raiders. And of all the scenes that he got upset with, it was the goddamn that he had a problem with. I could totally see Seth being like, Blaine, how dare you say goddamn it, then smack her right across the face. That wasn't trying to be, like, encouraging domestic assault, but it's just what, like, a small, like, slap, like, how dare you? Like, a glove. Yeah, let's go for glove, so it's less painful on poor old Blaine. I don't want to imagine Blaine being hidden by her father. That sounds even worse. Oh my goodness. Okay. Actually, it's much worse if it's a daughter that's being beat up, in all honesty. I don't want to sound like, oh boy, that's bad. I'm not encouraging this, no. But I remember, like, especially, like, my adult male friends be like, yeah, I got beaten up by my father all the time. And then, like, you talk to their sisters, and like, oh yeah, my father was kind to me. It's just like, yeah, okay. X move, go. There we go, like so. I was going to be surprised if his arrow move worked. Yeah, he's normally on a dragon, so I'm surprised that he was forced onto a horse. It doesn't help his case, but at the same time, you could never be on a dragon, Sylvain. If I remember correctly, he was actually an axe wheeler, which felt completely out of character. And this horse doesn't make it feel any better. Also, that movement feels out of place, as we can't, for some reason, attack this one enemy. Are you kidding me? Okay, there we go. Just obliterate this one, because we now have the ability to do so. Yeah, he doesn't have a crest or anything. Again, he is the right-hand man of, Rhea. I don't know what else to say. Just like, I can talk about hyper-religious people, but I don't want to get insulted with in trouble with my church as much as I have. Yeah, this might actually surprise you. I went to church. I was not proud of it. My mother forced me to go because she claimed that, and this is something I think you should never tell a kid. It's like, you should never tell your kid that they don't have love in their heart. Considering I am one of the more kinder people I know of, which isn't really humble or anything, she's like, I know a lot of people that don't go to church, that don't know hate, don't know love, and they're like, who? It's like Hitler. Reductio ad Hitlerum. I love Reductio ad Hitlerums because it's just fun. Like, it's fun when you know how to do it. There's a level that you need to do it at, like, oh, that's very Hitler. That's very Hitler of you to do. Or just like, oh, do you know who didn't do that? Hitler. So yeah, I'm actually surprised it's already March, because I remember back when it was good old January. January. How I missed thee. I'm looking at the time. So yeah, my religious experience was hell. Because I was forced to go. I was also forced to go to First Communion, which was on a Sunday evening. Are you kidding me? Sunday evening is when I do my most work. I mean, Sunday evening is when my TV shows were on at the time until they all migrated to Tuesday or I canceled. Yeah, that's when once was on. Wow, I feel old now. Sunday was TV time for me. I watched AFV, and then right after I watched Once Upon a Time. It was what I did, and you ruined my schedule. That's like all of a sudden them ruining my schedule on Tuesdays. Tuesdays used to also be my television day. They had The Flash on that day. That just kept on changing days, so, you know, it just didn't even have a day anymore. Like, I remember what the early CW schedule was, like, for the shows until they completely changed it, where it was Flash on Tuesday, Arrow on Wednesday, Legends on Thursday, which I thought was a good schedule, all things considered. And then they moved Legends to Tuesday, which I was kind of okay with. And then they eventually, because they brought in Supergirl down the line. And then Supergirl was Mondays. But in actuality, I didn't watch it Mondays. I didn't start watching Supergirl on the regular, until Crisis happened. I need to know what happened before Crisis. So, yeah. Yeah, again, you're the hyper-religious guy, aren't you? So, yeah, religion and me are not simpatico. They constantly try to ruin my TV schedule until TV ruined it. Oh, yeah, Tuesdays were also great because not only was it The Flash, it was The Flash at 8 and then Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. at 9. A doubleheader for me. Best day of the week. And then a Prison Break came back on. Triple header. So, yeah. But with that, we're going to end this part with Seteth. I hope you all enjoyed this little rant about religion. I'm going to do one more super and then we'll move on. But tomorrow will be Flame's turn. Flame does have support, I believe, with... I want to say Shez, but I could be wrong. But we'll take a look at that next time.
Follow my lead, brother.
Yes, brother. Actually, that's not really a bad strategy. A lot of people do that. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Until then, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.